friends, this is Dolls in Dreamland, and today I wanted to do a chatty rewigging my Kirsten Larson doll video. So Kirsten was the first doll that I bought for myself when I got back into collecting American Girl as an adult, but I didn't realize that the classic face mold on the new Kirsten dolls that are currently available on the AG website is different than the older classic face mold. So she just didn't look like the Kirsten that I remembered from my childhood. Gonna zoom in a little so you can see some of the differences. On my right is an older Pleasant Company Kirsten doll that I bought secondhand. And I just wasn't connecting with the more modern version. Part of the reason is that her bangs on her wig are just too short, I think. So I decided to order another wig from B Beauty, and I wanted to see if giving her a wig change would make her look a little more like Kirsten. My older one's face I think is a little smushed, but you can still kind of get the idea of how they're different. Here's the little wooden spoon. And this older PC Kirsten still has her original braids. I just don't really want to take her out of the house because she is older, so I wanted to try to turn my newer Kirsten into a Kirsten so I could take her with me when I travel and stuff like that. So here we have the wig from B Beauty Designs, and they have a whole bunch of historical inspired doll wigs that are meant to be replacement wigs for your doll. If one of your older historical girls needs a new wig. And the style that I ordered is called the Greta, I believe. Comes packaged like this. This is my first experience ordering from them, but I had a really great experience. Shipping was super fast, and the wig is gorgeous. The quality is so nice. It feels so soft, and the color is just really, really pretty. So here you could see it's the style that has the two braids crisscrossed over the top. And I decided to go with that one just for something a little different. Since my older Kirsten doll has the two braids that go down, I thought that I would do a style that I wouldn't be able to easily do on my own, just for fun. So first we have to remove this wig, and I want to be kind of careful when I do it because I would like to be able to use this wig for her again sometime if needed. I'm thinking it might look better if I just scooch it up so that the bangs sit a little further forward on the forehead, if that makes sense. So to start here, I'm just going around the edge of the wig, and I am using my nails to kind of check for weak spots in the glue. Sometimes there might be a little gap or a little weak spot, but I also am prepared with a fork to pry the wig off if necessary. But like I said, gotta be careful because I don't want to rip the wig cap. If you don't care about keeping the wig, this step is a little easier because you can just rip it, but I wanted to be a little careful. And I did find a couple promising spots where the glue felt a little weak and I could get my nail kind of started under there. So I'm starting off just with my nail, and I'm just trying to pull and see how much I can pull off just by myself. I like to use both a spoon and a fork for this because I find this sounds so unhinged, but with the fork, you can kind of get the tines in some of the smaller gaps that a spoon can't quite get into yet. And then using the fork, be careful because you can gouge the doll this way, you can rip the wig cap this way, but you can just kind of widen a little opening so that then you can use a spoon, which is much safer for the doll and the wig cap. So that's what I did with the fork. And now here I am with the spoon. Just kind of using the spoon to go all around the edges of the wig to try to get some of that glue up. And y'all, the glue is not playing around on this wig, okay? I had a heck of a time getting it off. It started off so promising. Everything was going great, but then it was just glued on so solidly that I had to do battle for quite a while to get it off in one piece. So here I am struggling, and yeah, I am not an expert, so please don't use me as an example of how to do this. I'm just one person showing how I did do it. And then I couldn't do it on camera anymore, so I just went and finished it off camera. Here you can see our girl is bald, and that is okay because we are going to put a new wig on her, and the wig is in completely one piece. It's totally fine. Here I am testing out what it would look like if I just scooch it forward a little bit more so the bangs aren't so far back, and I do actually really like the way that looks, and so I'm going to hold on to this wig and keep it for future use. Oh, that's her with baby bangs. There we go. Cute. Really cute. I don't know why they didn't just do that to begin with. She already looks so much more like her historical self. But that's not why we're here today. So here we are. I am hoping that this wig will stay on without glue because, like I said, I'd like to be able to kind of swap them back and forth. So I'm kind of situating the wig where I wanted it to be on the front and then holding down with my fingers while I pull it down in the back. You have to be careful not to accidentally tug it out of the style. I did tug a couple hairs loose because I was not being that careful. But I fixed it in the end, so it was fine. So there it is on the head. It needs a little bit of adjusting. And after playing around with it off camera for a bit, here she is. I love the way this wig looks. I think she is so much cuter already. Here she is in her meat outfit. I'm just, oh my gosh, I can't get over it. She totally looks like a little Swedish girl. Duh. What else would she look like? I don't know. Okay, anyway, now you could see the little hairs that I pulled out in the back, so don't be a chaos gremlin when you do this. Like, be careful. I'm just not that careful of a person. So here she is, the finished result, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye!